Hey guys, RTT back here for the video. Guys, today we're talking about it. Brand new upgrades to the MacBook Pros coming in Q1 of 2021. Now, the reason why I'm really confident it comes out in March, which is Q1 of course, there's 4 different quarters of the year. We got March, we got summertime, we got September, and then we got October, December, November, Christmas time. Now, the reason why I'm confident this comes out in Q1, by the way, is because of the fact that, Apple really wants to ride the coattails of the M1 MacBooks that came out late last year. They are amazing in every single way when it comes to the cooling performance, when it comes to just overall, not overclocking, but the overall performance of the M1 chips compared to the Intel. I mean, destroy the Intel. Even the maxed out 16-inch MacBook Pro that came out in 2019 is destroyed by the base model M1 chips of the brand new 2020 MacBook Pros. So what does that mean? Well, with Q1, like I said, being March, we're going to see a MacBook Pro with a 14 and a 16-inch, not with M1, but M1X chips. Now, with that in mind, this is the information we're getting that right now is rumored to be coming with these new MacBook Pros. So first off, MagSafe. What is MagSafe? You might have a MacBook Pro right now, and if you have one, you're looking at it and you're saying, what's MagSafe? Because all I know is my MacBook has 2 USB-C ports right here, and these 2 USB-C ports, one of them I use to charge, obviously. So what's MagSafe? Well, MagSafe is a little thing that's on the side of your computer, kind of like, where your USB-C port is. And what it does, guys, it's a little port where you can just plug your cable right into. But it's not like you plug your cable in. It's a magnetic connection where, let's say, for example, if I have my MacBook right here connected to power and I go to pull, and I'm not paying attention, I go to pull the computer, or I hit the cable, it goes flying off because that connection is connected to the MacBook and it's a secure connection. These are not like that. This is literally almost like a magnet. MagSafe, magnet. You got what I'm saying here? Yeah. So anyway, if you even push the cable at all, it will come apart, won't touch the computer. It cannot pull the computer by any stretch of the imagination. It's just safer when you have a $2,000 computer to have MagSafe, in all honesty. Why it was huge back in the day, and it's going to be huge probably when it does return with the new MacBook Pros. I like it. Now, when Apple released the iPhone 12, the 12 Pro, the 12 Pro Max, this right here is the iPhone 12 Pro Max, 12 Pro Max. They did that whole, wallet cases that on the back of these where it's a magnetic wallet case. It's a magnetic, other cases. Cases were ugly as heck. Nobody wanted to rock them. And it was a huge failure. Like, Apple, huge failure with all your accessories and Macs and like all this magnet stuff. It was a huge failure. So, I think this is the same concept, but coming to obviously Mac. Now, we had this before. It's not new. It is not new. But I wouldn't be surprised if this somehow had technology that's related around the magnets of, how the iPhone is designed. So, next thing about this is huge. Huge news right here, guys. I'm kind of ticked off about this. I don't know how I feel about this because I have a 2017 MacBook Pro. You know what I don't have in a 2017 MacBook Pro? I don't have a touch bar. It came out in late 2017, and I got the one model that didn't have the touch bar with all the, bells and whistles, the gimmick. It pretty much is a gimmick. The touch bar is a gimmick. Now, I didn't get that. I never got one that had a touch bar. And I know a lot of people, they did. And guess what? They hated it. It's the one of the most hated Apple or MacBook Pro features on the MacBook Pro, except the keyboard. Except the keyboard. The keyboard in the history of MacBooks is the most hated thing ever. I mean, Apple fixed it a lot. It got to a point at some point where it was just awful to even have a MacBook because of how bad the keyboard was. They fixed it though. But with that in mind, though, the whole the touch the whole touch thing in the bottom at the top, where you have the whole entire like touch bar. You have the bar at the top. They get rid of that. I never got to try it out, so I can't give my opinion whether I liked it or I hate it, or whether this is a big L or an awful thing or a great thing. I never got to try it out, so I can't give my opinion on this. But based on what I heard, people hated it. People really hated it. And the reason why is because it was a gimmick. It was a gimmick to sell the device. It was a gimmick to sell this. And what a lot of people and what they're going to be doing with this is now that they get rid of that, they're getting rid of that, they can add something else in that space. Maybe better speakers. Maybe something else that makes the device a little bit more usable. Because it's kind of one of those things, when I said it's a gimmick, it's one of those things where it's nice to have, but you rarely use it. And even if you do use it, it's not a big deal. You'd rather have something more practical and more useful in that space than having that. And I think that's what the biggest issue was, is that they have something there that, oh, it's nice and all, but it's not something that is plausible, usable, that you want to go ahead and have. So again, some interesting news. So guys, that's pretty much it. Again, like I said, 3 new big things. We already knew the M1X is coming. Touch bar out the window. And finally, MagSafe making a return for this brand new MacBook Pro 14 and 16 series launch. Comment down below, guys, thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.